Yo, you're now listening to episode 72 of the Just Absolutely Boxing Podcast, hashtag Jab Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and SoundCloud. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at thejabeffect. Also check us out at thejabeffect.com. Let's go. Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Just Absolutely Boxing Podcast. My name is Combo Breaker 99.
It's your boy Boxing P.
Today we got a special guest on the show. She hails from Rhode Island. She has a big fight coming up this month. Danny Jacobs, Sergiy Derevyanchenko card. She's 23-1. That one loss was a pretty tight loss to a person she's facing again. We have Shelly Vincent. 24-0. Oh, we go to say 24. I got you. We got Shelly Vincent in the building. How you doing, Shelly?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Let's kick this thing off. It's been about 2 years and some change since the first fight. I know, like you said, you felt you won the first fight. Well, what was the whole process to finally get this rematch? How did everything go about? Because I know you've been wanting it.
Yeah. So I wanted it, and what was said to me in the ring was there's going to be immediate rematch. So I was waiting around. I'm like, all right, so it's been a couple months. Was good. So I was supposed to rematch Hardy in April on that Spence card. Ended up not wanting to fight or whatever. Yeah, she's going to say a different story, but I was told she didn't want to fight. That was that. Then she went over to the MMA. So what was in my contract never happened, but, whatever. With all that, it's supposed to happen immediately. 2 years later, and she got a little MMA thing is happening, and that's all I can be grateful for now is that at least it's finally happening. I think they wanted me to get old.
Right, I got you. Now that it is happening, do you feel like Heather wanted the rematch just as much as you did, or you don't feel that way?
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that's why she went over to MMA. Figured she'd get some money over there real fast. I heard out of certain people's mouths that Heather said that she absolutely did not want to do the rematch, and that she definitely didn't want to do it in Connecticut like I was promised.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that kind of answers my other question, because I was about to say it was a close decision. So do you think that close decision just sat well with her, and she was just like, I don't want to face her again?
I think she know in her heart that she didn't win that fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That to me and most people, I know people do think Heather won, and hey, that's their thing. People from her gym told me they thought I won. Actors and actresses told me they thought I won. A couple of my friends said, hey, I thought you lost. You know what I'm saying? So everybody has their view on that fight, but I feel like I had it 6 rounds to 4, and really, there was 2 rounds that was so close I could see if they gave it to her, but there was 2 rounds that she clearly beat me. Like, she just beat me those rounds. There's nothing I could do to say, hey, it wasn't even close. Like, she beat me those rounds. 2 rounds for sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, it was a controversial decision. Everybody said it was a controversial decision. What do you guys think? At worst, I thought, hey, maybe they'll do me good and I'll, say a draw over there, but, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't have sat well with a draw either, because a draw means a loss to me too, but...
Right, I know what you mean. It was a really tight fight to me, and I feel like there were a lot of seesaw rounds, but honestly, I have to say that, I have to rate accuracy over activity sometimes, and I felt you had the accurate punches. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. I landed the harder punches.
Yeah.
I heard her. I never stepped backwards once. You know what I'm saying? Never touched the rope. I felt like they didn't give me no credit for body shots. No, I landed 4 or 5 shots, and they were like, Heather Hardy with a nice right hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, damn, you didn't see anything I landed, bro? And then they said I landed like 11 punches in 1 round. I don't throw 11 punches with a fever.
Right. Yeah, that's why, honestly, I try my best to watch fights with the commentating turned down, going back to you about wanting this rematch, whenever you popped up at one of Heather Hardy's Bellator fights, I think it was like 185, what made you actually just say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pop up at her weigh-in?
Well, my boy is Brennan Ward, and his father was my first trainer. So Irish, the bad boy Irish Brennan Ward, that's my boy. Since we was kids, I used to spar with him. I ended up going on a little vacation. I came home, and he was a grown-ass man. He was not a little boy anymore. But so he was supposed to be on that card, but something happened, and we ended up not fighting. So I was gonna go check him out. That's my boy. So I was down there visiting my because I'm from there. I'm from New London, Connecticut. That's where I was born. I lived in Rhode Island for the past 7-8 years, but that's where I'm from. So I was just out there. I was seeing my stepdaughter and everything, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Heather's waiting in over there. Let me go pop in there since she want to be in my part of the town. And she said that she'd never fight me in Connecticut, but she want to go wrestle with bitches, but I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey. So I'm like, let me go over here and see why she hiding over here. And then, you know, it was just kind of like last moment type of a thing. It wasn't planned, but I mean, I guess it worked.
Oh yeah, it definitely worked. It definitely worked because I was actually just having to check out that Bellator, and I said, "Damn, Shelly came over. She's serious, boy." Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then the crazy thing is, I had all these reporters hitting me up, and they were like, "Oh, who's the little boy in the lumberjack shirt trying to steal Heather Hardy's shine? Who's that little boy, right?" So then the one guy hit me up and he was like, "I just want to say I want to apologize for everything I said about you. I watched that fight and I think that you won that fight and that your beef is legitimate." So, because everybody else was like, "Oh, Heather beat it." Nobody even watched the fight. These Bellator people, not Bellator people, but these MMA people.
Yeah.
And, oh, Heather beat her ass, and you know, and it's like you guys didn't even take a chance to look at the fight. You know what I'm saying? So then the guy watched it. He was like, "I apologize." He was like, "I definitely thought you won that fight, and now I see why you ran up on her."
Right, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was definitely one of those fights I felt like, you know, if you felt you won, you know, you got to get it. You know, you definitely got to get the rematch. You know, you definitely got to right the wrong. But now this is a big question. Now this fight is for the WBO featherweight title. You know, this is a rematch to the first fight. Like a lot of people I know, they said it could have been fight of the night. You know, it was on the Errol Spence card that did big views. Why is it the HBO still having trouble televising the fight like this?
Man, I don't know, but I mean, I think it just goes back to women and that whole, you know, equality thing and us being set back. I mean, it happens in every single sport except for MMA, and MMA took the chance. You know, WNBA, they're still having problems, but, you know, everything is getting better. And, you know, it's just one of them things. But Heather has actually been very vocal about having the fight heard, and she, you know what I'm saying? I started with it, and then I was like, you know what? I can't sit here and worry about this fight right now when I have to worry about this fight that I want to win. So I kind of got a little less vocal about wanting it to be on TV. I told the fans every time they said it, tag them in there, make it known that you want to see it. But I guess I seen something the other day. Heather wrote something to HBO, so you never know. Just cross your fingers and like just hope that it comes together. But you know what? When Reese and Breakfast was on, that wasn't supposed to be on there. Last minute they threw it on.
Yeah,
you know
I heard that. Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that, you know, the public, because the public is demanding it, Heather's people are demanding it, my people are demanding it, people that just want to see the fight because they knew the first one was 2016 Fight of the Year. We got Round of the Year for that. You know, we got a lot of awards for that fight, and hopefully they're going to take note to that and listen to what the public really want, because I'm telling you, I have a feeling that we're going to break views, because Heather and myself broke the views on that card that we was on. It was supposed to be live. They posted it as live. They ended up post playing the fight an hour later, and that's the fight that PBC got the most views ever in history. That was because of me and Heather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what anybody. Errol Spence is amazing. He's a great fighter, but I think at that night it was because people like, oh my God, they're gonna have two women on. We gotta tune in. Plus, me and Heather's beef was real. Me and Heather hated each other. Her fans hated me. My fans hated her fans. Her fans hated my fans. Her mother pushed me. Her sister tried to fight me every time she sees me. Like. Yeah, like, so people know it was real. Like, it's real. Like, her kid was beefing with my kid. And I'm just like, whoa, like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? They never had that in women's boxing before. So that's what made everybody want to see this thing. That's why NBC picked it up. It was like, you know what? Finally, a female rival. You know what I'm saying? Then when I beat Heather on the 27th, isn't that pretty much going to be the first trilogy?
Yeah, it would be the first up. And
I mean, I'm sure that there have been some, but it's going to be the first one televised, the first one with the... You know, that's what I want. I once I win that belt, I want to fight Heather again to prove that first one wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? I want it like that. Like, I want to make a statement. I'll immediately give it to her. If she wants it the next day, we can do it the next day. But that's my, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I lost that fight. I haven't won. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that one shouldn't be there.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, if you planning on taking a rematch and getting a rubber match too, I definitely gotta salute you for that. You know, most people don't want to do that, but
that's the next fight I want.
And what's crazy is, you know, this is supposed to be HBO's last broadcast too, right? So I mean, that would be like a milestone just to be able to be on that televised card. So I mean, that's just something I feel like, yeah, you really need to get that televised. But with this lack of support from like televising fights, do you think that's why a lot of the women just go to MMA instead, or do you think they should, or should they stick it out, or just go over to MMA and say, forget it?
I mean, me, I'm probably the most loyal person that I've known in this fucking era. But like, I have old school values and everything. But I think that, I mean, it's good that the girls are going over there and they're getting treated right. But I always feel like, you know what I'm saying, we're here. We started this fight for our sport, and we have to finish it out and troop it out. Like, we can't just give up because it's rough. You know what I'm saying? It isn't right what they're doing to us, but I also, I feel like we owe it to the little girls coming up behind us to fight and stay here. I mean, but I'm not knocking any girl that goes over there to get money, because we have families and bills and stuff we have to pay too.
Oh, yeah.
But it is going to come down to somebody giving them, because they weren't putting girls on TV with the MMA. It's the right person taking the right chance and exposing that, you know what I'm saying, that the people do want to see it, and it is there. And hopefully, I mean, you can't lie. We have taken strides. It's getting there. It's just nowhere near where it needs to be. But These new era of girls that's coming out now from the Olympics and everything, I think that's going to step it up too. Shields, Taylor, Esperanza, Michaela, you know what I'm saying? All those, and them girls can fight, man. So now they're really putting girls in there that can fight instead of these pretty broads that just they think dudes want to look at. Like, no, dudes want to, they watch boxing because they want to see good fights. If they happen to be bad, hey, bless it, I'm happy too. But you got to match the female matches right, and don't put them in because of the wrong fucking reasons.
Yeah. I definitely feel that. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Now, so that means we never gonna see you rolling on them mats, huh? One day.
Oh nah. That'll be a pastime, like play date or something. no rolling around with girls for me.
I got you. But I don't want to hold you up with training. But as far as like going back now, since the first Heather Hardy fight, you fought 5 times, right? You fought 5 times since then, just staying busy. Like, how important is that for you to just stay active? I know a lot of younger fighters now, it seems like they kind of fight maybe once or twice a year, but you fight 5 times since that last Heather Hardy fight. Like, how important is it to stay active?
I mean, with me, I needed to. Here's what happened with me. I was in a car accident, and that's all I'm gonna say. I was in a car accident. I ended up having a concussion, muscle spasms in my jaw, and a ruptured eardrum.
Oh.
So I was still trying to fight regardless, and then at the end, I started getting dizzy and like falling and stuff. So I ended up not having a fight. My girl ended up fighting in my place, and then I had to take a couple months off, and then I was big. So I was like, I came down to 130, and every fight I was just getting my weight back down to where I'm supposed to be. Because I'm supposed to be fighting at 118 or 122. I shouldn't even be fighting at 26. But so that's what I was doing. So I was trying to stay busy to try to get my momentum back and try to get my skill, my bounce, and everything else back, and then get back down to my weight. Because at 130, them girls are way too big. I could hide behind them, and I'm sure I'm tiny. So but they do keep me busy because I'm one of the fighters that sell more tickets. But that's what it all comes down to, and it's sad, but it all comes down to who's going to put the asses in the seats and how the promoters are going to make their money back. And unfortunately, a lot of women can't do that, but that's because we haven't been given the platform to show that we can fight. Yeah,
because I've noticed, like, even in women's MMA, like, there was a time, when Dana White said he would never, he would never sign a woman fighter to the UFC, but as soon as he did, it just kind of like started building up ratings. But do you still feel like boxing needs to just go ahead and say, hey, we need to go ahead and, keep putting, divisions together for the women and keep supporting it?
Yeah, even do one of them tournaments for the women that they do with the guys.
Oh, the World Boxing Super,
the Super Series, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then once people see that these women can fight and it's not the fights that they've seen in the past, not saying that they all were bad or mismatched, but most of them were, then that's what's going to open the doors. And but it all comes down to television.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Shelly, I wanted to ask you a little bit about being the first female to win Fighter of the Year. I mean, I know that opened some doors and made people look at the sport maybe in a different way, if they didn't see it that way in the first place. How did that feel?
That felt great because, ever since I started my career, it was always about equality, women's equality, the children and all that stuff. So it felt good to finally be acknowledged and seen as a fighter instead of a girl, and to be the first to ever receive that. I mean, it was amazing. And then all these little girls were saying to me, "Wow, like we really can do it and everything." And that's what made it even more important, you know?
Absolutely. And before we go out, I was curious. Me and my partner were curious about the tattoo. Can you elaborate on it a little bit? The Hell to Sunshine tattoo. Let people know a little bit about what it stands for, what it means.
But what's that? Cause I'm covered. I got like 50 tattoos.
The hell through sunshine.
That sunshine at midnight.
I guess that's what it is. Yeah, they had it quoted wrong.
Oh, wow, y'all got an old picture. That's covered. You know what it's saying is, even in my darkest hour, I'ma shine. In my, you know what I'm saying? Come alive. Like that's what I want to name my book too. When because they approached me about movies, books, and everything about my life. But
nice.
I was sexually abused as a child. I was abused. My mother was abused. Like poured gasoline on her, chased around the house.
Wow.
And you know, and it really, truly, it's a blessing that I'm even alive.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, so the sunshine at midnight is just meaning like even when I'm at my worst, I'm still gonna do my best to shine and overcome.
That's dope. Yeah,
I got you. And you know, before we do wrap it up, a lot of young people that want to get into fighting, whether they be, you know, young guys or girls, what's some advice that you want to give them, you know, like that they could follow today, just to kind of let them follow, you know, like, because that's something I always say, you know, boxing is life, you know, to me, whether you in the ring or out the ring, you know, it just kind of pertains to life. Like, what's some little message you got for like the young kids, guys or girls?
Well, work hard, dedication, and don't listen to what anybody tells you. Follow your heart and believe in yourself, because you know, especially with the boxing, I was told I was too small. I don't have no power. You know, I look like a little boy, but that I would never even win an amateur fight. And then, you know, look at me now. I just didn't listen to nobody. I just kept working hard and driving and, you know, just trying to do what was best for me. At times, I didn't know if I was going to make it myself, but I knew I was going to die trying.
I got you. That's good.
You got to be persistent, and you gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah, definitely respect that. Now, like we said, fights coming up October 27th. What's going to happen October 27th, Shelly?
Man, Shelly walking away with a big win. I'm leaving with my property. You know? After the summer comes the fall. Nobody cares about heat.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let everybody know where they can find you and your social media and everything.
On Facebook, I got Shelly Vincent, Shelly Vicente. That's my athlete page, and I think Shelly Way. 2 of them are full, I think, so you just got to pick one so you can get in there, because I don't know which ones are full. But okay. I think the athlete page is Shelly Vicente, and on Instagram and Twitter is at Shelly's Way. Okay,
cool. Just so everybody know where to listen to you at, can you just tell everybody your name?
This is Shelly Vincent, and everybody listen out to that Jab podcast over there on thejabeffect.com.
All right, that's good.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, Shelly. But
I would have wrote that down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. But hey, like, if you ever want to, you know, come back through, chop it up, even after, you know, this fight, you know, let us know.
Yeah, for sure. Hit me up anytime, fellas.
Okay, we appreciate that. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.
Peace
out.
Right, man. Easy. Just make sure y'all subscribe, follow us on the social media. My name is Combo Breaker 99.
It's your boy Boxing P, y'all.
And we out.
Later.